Rappers turn podcasters. How's it going out there? It's your man Nico B, Blackeffect. I want to go ahead and touch on this. Rappers turn podcasters. You have a lot of rappers today trying to switch it up and take the lane of YouTubers and people in YouTube personalities and interviewers, going basically how athletes, when they done playing basketball, they'll go, or football or a sport, wherever the sport they're in, they'll go transition to doing like being sports commentators, things of that nature. It's kind of like a natural progression, but you only have, like, instead of, you don't have to go on network syndicated TV. You can start your own thing on YouTube. Now, look, at the end of the day, people are free to do what they want. But we know in hip hop, they had something called like jocking styles. And, if you took a person's style or tried to follow their same lane or do something they were doing, they would call it jocking. A lot of these rappers right now, they basically jocking, swagger jacking, doing a lot of things. You could say that the Math Hoffa podcast is swagger jacking um any podcast. What, the $1 million worth of game? Like, you could say $1 million worth of game with Swagger Jack and Joe Budden. So all of so on and so forth. That's neither here nor there. I'm not knocking the brothers for going into whatever lane, because that's just what happens. Like, a lot of failed rappers, if you really look at the rappers who got popular podcasts, a lot of them weren't the most popular rapper. They weren't even successful rappers. Look at Gilly the Kid. Salute to him, man. I love Gilly, man. You know what I'm saying? But Wallow even told him to his face. Nigga say, man, you was a struggle rapper, nigga. You ain't never make it. But he got a popular podcast. Go figure, huh? Salute to Gilly again. But then you look at Math Hoffa. Math Hoffa never put, I don't even know any song that Math Hoffa ever put out. I do not. If you had a gun to my head and you asked me, like, literally, like, can you even rap some Math Hoffa lyrics? No, I can't. Maybe he came a little bit after my time. Like, I don't pay attention to hip hop anymore. Like, I don't listen to new rap or anything like that. I don't at all. Like, I don't want to hear any. They covered it. Like, I come from the golden era of hip hop. Why do I want to hear some of these new niggas who can't rap? Talk about foolishness and promote foolishness that I know now is foolishness. It's no way I can listen to that. I just can't get into it. But the vintage hip hop artists, they had, the guys who are really busting around, like, niggas, great people, man. Yeah, I just I can binge out on that sometime. That was, like, again, the golden era of hip hop. But let's go down the line. Gilly the Kid, struggle rapper. Joe Budden, he didn't really do much in rap. Like, niggas was burying him. Like, he was in beefs with too many niggas. Jay-Z crushed him. Game crushed him. Just like, but I will say he had some dope mixtapes, the musics. Joe Budden was one of the big names in the mixtape scene for a while too. But you have Math Hoffa, again. I don't know what he's put out as far as raps. Like, I know he's a battle rapper, but you have Fat Joe. Fat Joe was never a megastar. You understand? Fat Joe was always almost there. He'll make almost there, but he had to always have somebody else around him. Who else who has one? Don't get me started on, like, I can't even count the Carisha Please. I'm not even counting that. You have the Lord Jamar. He had a show. Yeah, I think he still got a podcast. The Godcast. Lord Jamar's part of a group, and he's definitely old school, man. But he's one of the first to do the podcast thing as well. A lot of this stuff stems from the DJs doing it. Vlad. Like, you got Vlad, you got Drinkchamps. Drinkchamps is one of the most popular. Nori, yeah, you could say Nori, reached a certain, like, he had his time when he came out with that I forget what's the name of the song, but Nori had some hits. He has, and Nori had his time, but Nori wasn't like one of those people. He wasn't a Jay-Z. He wasn't a Nelly. Noriega's not a he not a little Uzi Vert or something. I don't know. Like, he's not a person who, cause he's not a person who stood out as far as the mainstream wanting to put him on. He didn't have the look. Nori didn't have the look and everything and the other things, like as far as like MCing raps. I don't know what it was, like legal troubles maybe that just kind of kept him away from becoming that. He wasn't a 50 Cent. Let me say it like that. He didn't make it to mega stardom. And now he has a popular podcast. The thing with Noriega, but what I'll say before I get into that, the thing with Noriega is they need to, them niggas there is annoying with all that drinking. Y'all need to stop all that drinking and smoking and worry about being professional, because you do too much talking over niggas. You not just living out. This ain't just you just shooting the shit, nigga. You got a podcast. You gotta be professional, and that's the difference. So it's the same thing with the Math Hoffa stuff, man. You got to be professional. If you want to get in this game, then you can't treat it like the rap game. You niggas having favorites. Oh, I can't interview this person because I'm down with this person. I can't interview this person because of this. That's bullshit, bro. You need to go ahead and just cut it. Yeet. Stop.